Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're doing a speed build for Generation 2 of the Not So Berry Challenge. So Generation 2 is the Rose generation. Now for those of you who don't know about the Not So Berry Challenge, it's a legacy challenge that was created by little Simszeey back in 2017, I believe, and it's a 10 generation legacy that focuses on bright colours and new experiences. I'll put a link in the description so you can read up more about the legacy challenge. So today we are doing Generation 2. Generation 1 was Mint, and Mint Hastings, completely original name. Mint Hastings had a daughter, Rose Hastings. Rose grew up in Strangerville with her mum, but she couldn't wait to leave. She hated Strangerville. So she's now moved to an apartment in San Myshuno to follow her dreams. And today we're doing the speed build of that apartment. So it's in the 1010 Alto Apartments, so one of the really big apartments. So to give you a little bit of background about Generation 2, I'll read you a snippet from the Legacy Challenge rules. So for Generation 2, you had everything you desired as a child, but you were always longing for more. As an adult, you've had a hard time committing to relationships as you're so focused on your career. If we had a workaholic trait in The Sims 4, you would have it. We do. You have absolutely no maternal instincts whatsoever, but you still love your child with all your heart. So the traits that Rose has is hot-headed, snob and romantic. Her aspiration is serial romantic and her career is politician. So given that information, I kind of felt that Rose, being that she wanted to do the politician career, would suit having an apartment in the city. So the apartment that we're building for her today is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment, and it does have a separate laundry, which you just saw me build. The kitchen in this build is absolutely massive. It is a huge kitchen. I think I've done tiny homes which are as big or smaller than this kitchen. It's massive. Anyway, you see me change the colour scheme of this kitchen about 1 million times. I couldn't settle on what colour I actually wanted to do the kitchen, and then I settled for the pinky rose colour, obviously. I kind of had a vision for this sim that, given that she is in the politician career, that she would be entertaining quite a lot and having people over and whining and dining and schmoozing like politicians do. So I tried to make the apartment or cater for entertaining. I did this build before the Blooming Plants kit came out, and I really wish that I had that kit for this build, because I think the new hanging plant would have looked really good in the kitchen. You'll see me move the furniture around quite a lot. I couldn't really decide on where I was going to place the furniture, so I went backwards and forwards a few times with placement of things. I think the final layout works for the apartment. I could have added an additional bedroom in preparation for when Rose has her child. However, she's not quite there yet. She's focusing on her career, and once she gets further up in the politician career, I think that's when she will have her child. In this generation, in the rules, Rose is only allowed to have one child. She can't have more than one child. So I do envisage that she does have that child probably as a middle-aged adult. I'm not actually a huge fan of the colour pink, and this apartment just has so much pink, or so many differing shades of rose. It does get a little bit much. I did try something new in the bedroom. with the closet space. I put down the closets and then I put them behind some windows to make it look like they had glass sliding doors, and I thought it turned out quite well. I haven't tried anything like that before, and I wanted to make her closet seem a little bit more realistic. And given that she has the trait of snob, I felt that having a huge big closet and quite a fancy closet was fitting for her character. I added the boxes and the open box of files next to her office desk because I thought that as a politician she would have a fair amount of paperwork and different things that she would need in her career. So I wanted to make the build as realistic as possible for her. I added some presents in the bedroom. I kind of had the feeling that she likes shopping and she likes very fancy things, and when you go to high-end shops, they wrap the things that you buy in boxes and they look like presents. So I thought that the presents could symbolize her shopping expeditions. I added columns between each of the windows just to emphasize the windows and to give a little bit more dimension to the rooms. I also added a fair few plants in the house, in the apartment as well. I wanted to make the apartment feel not so sterile, so adding the plants made it feel a little bit more relaxed and warm and inviting. Some of the plants that we got from the new plant kit I think would have worked really well in this apartment. I'll have to go back to this apartment and add them in. It took me quite a while to get the layout right of this apartment, as I said before, and when you have such a large open plan space, it can be challenging to figure out the flow of the room and where to actually place things. So I added the podium into the build because I thought that was very fitting given that she has the political or politician career. And I figured that when she is entertaining and wining and dining people, she can be promoting her causes or giving speeches, etc., while she's entertaining. And I thought that her guests would be able to sit and watch her or listen to her speak in the lounge chairs that I've added kind of in front of the podium. We're going to be heading into screenshots shortly, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out the channel, and I hope to see you all next time. Thanks heaps. Bye for now.